footage you are watching was captured from an upcoming video game called Bullet. Within this game, you control a bullet, and your objective is to kill the red cylinders. As you make your way through the game, the mission's difficulty will increase, and your skill of weaving through new obstacles and puzzles will grow alongside it. This game, currently being developed by Ollie Fields, is under his production company, Luminary Interactive. Ollie is a one-man band, and I've gotten the chance to interview him and get to know a little bit about who the creator behind this game is and what the future may hold. How did the production of Bullet begin?
I started making Bullet during lockdown, while procrastinating from uni. During one of my modules, we were starting on prototyping games. It was in a separate engine, which I didn't like, so I just made my idea in the engine I liked, and then just went with it.
When did your passion for video games begin?
For making them or playing them? Playing them is always, I think always has been on, I've always played them, but making them was towards the end of secondary school. I remember in computer science, me and two friends, we tried to make a platformer, and I think we didn't quite know what that meant. Like, we wanted to make a game, but we didn't know what that actually meant. So we just threw things together. I remember I did the art, I did the pixel art, and the others programmed it. So that went on for a little while, but then obviously nothing happened, like it didn't go anywhere. So then after secondary school, I studied game development, and then it just went on from there. Probably then is where, I don't know why that happened though. We'd never really talked about it before. We all played games, I suppose, so the idea of making them at the time is like, that sounds easy. It's not easy.
What difficulties do you face within developing a game part-time?
I think the main difficulty I face is time. Fitting things in isn't easy, obviously, but I make it happen. You just have to find the time, work where you can. So this is the original plan for finishing Bullet. Well, the release target is dated September 2022. Obviously, we're a bit past that now. So the original plan was that the game would have no theme levels. Now there's 5 themes, and that the game will also have 50 levels. There's now 90, and I'm pushing for 150 in the final build. So it's changed quite a lot since then. This was me really stripping it down to try and finish it, because I think that for me was such a big target, was to just call it done.
What does the future of Bullet and Luminary Interactive look like?
So the goal was always Windows, mobile, hopefully Switch. Now I'm starting to think mobile might not be viable. I've done tests and stuff like that, but it would need a lot more work than what I put into it right now. So Windows would give me the game finished, then I'd move over to mobile and figure out all the controls and the performance and all that kind of thing. And then Switch would, hopefully I'd be able to master that in terms of I've learned a lot from releasing those last 2 things, and then the Switch port is hopefully the best it would be. I like to think the game would be at home on Switch, just in that handheld sort of state. That was always the plan. I don't know about mobile anymore. We will see. But that's the plan, sort of a long-term plan. If it happens, it happens, but I'm not too attached to the idea of releasing on other platforms right now. Windows is the big goal, and I'm really trying not to think about other projects right now in terms of completely different from, completely separated from Bullet. I think I have enough on my plate, and I think we get very consumed with the idea of a new project, that sort of shiny object type of thing. That's really hard to get away from. So I'm trying my absolute hardest to not think, I wonder what the next game is going to be. It's on my mind sometimes, but I'm trying not to think, I'd love to make this, I'd love to make that. Just try and stick to what I set out to do.